Alrighty. Well, it's good to be able to talk with my own voice again. It was not the best there for a good bit. Right now, we are just going to fill up the camper washer and make sure that we have some clean clothes going. And then we're going to hang out for a little minute. I just need like 1 minute to get that out of the way. But then we'll be good. Freddy, look at that excitement. You ready to give a Freddy kiss? Freddy kisses. Yeah. Because one of the things that Freddy has been whining about lately is I've been laying in bed and then trying to go to work because, the whole bill thing. But after that, we have been doing much better. Um, Nobody wants to get sick. It always sucks. It's just one of those things. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this squared away. And while I do get that squared away, just want to tell you, thank you everybody for understanding that it has not been the best week. Getting sick always sucks, always sucks. And then you just have to deal with it and work your way through it. I have thankfully been able to do that. And in that time, Freddy has gotten a little rambunctious, but Freddy will always get rambunctious. So he was unhappy that I was sick, and it was more or less like, Dad, you're home, let's play. Unfortunately, I could not do that at that time. However, now that I am once again feeling like I should, thankfully, we can go ahead and play around and goof around again and have a couple late night lives. And he is more than curious to see what's going to go on. But real quick, let's see. Yep, I got the washer going. We got that going. We got Freddy chilling. And so we will probably be able to get to play around a little bit this evening. And he's been waiting for that for like a week now. Like I said, when I was under the weather, I was just trying to like do my best to relax and like heal up. With Freddy being my constant companion, of course, that's my son. So he was invading the bed, mostly my pillow. Definitely the pillow. Trying to be like, Dad, get up. Let's go do something. But I wasn't able to. I didn't really have the voice. It took me a couple days to get my voice back. It's mostly back. It's not all the way there, but few more days, it'll go by, but I'm feeling well enough to be able to go to work. We're going to do a little quick floof check on old Freddy because, the floof. It's an amazing floof. Isn't that right? Yeah. And he likes it when I go for the floof. He knows that we're going to be playing pretty soon. I'm not going to be going outside tonight. We're still having thunderstorms, Florida. I mean, what can you do? But it is working out pretty well for the garden I have out there and some of the projects that I have going on. So I'm going to take advantage of it while it's here. So thank you for joining. Please leave a like and sub. That would be amazing. But we are just trying to get everything back on track. As I said, I was sick. I'm waiting for Freddy to accidentally turn on the light again. It is a touch light. And that is Freddy's, like, one of Freddy's favorite spots right there. Floof model. You gonna model the floof? You gonna model the floof? Maybe. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get to that point. We're not quite there yet. So, Freddy has not had his wet food for the day. We'll go ahead and get that squared up. I am out of the cat grass, unfortunately, at this moment because I have to grow more. And I do have the seeds, and I actually got the seeds like last week. And then I just felt like, you know, the unfortunate side of a shoe, and so I didn't really do much. So normally I would have that growing, and we'd be good to go from there. But at the moment I had to heal up, and I wasn't gonna run around outside where it's all rainy and everything else. And I am gonna grab my tea real quick. Freddy's doing his little regal pose. Still waiting for him to accidentally turn on that light. It's got a little push sensor. And once he puts his paw up against it, that's a wrap. Or his body. One or the other. But it'll happen. And I know it. Oh. Also, needed to have something to sip on. Mostly because, like I said, I'm just getting my voice back. And, wow. For somebody who talks for a living at my job in real life, like, not being able to speak completely sucks. And it doesn't help at all to not be able to speak. So now that I can, and now that Freddy knows I'm feeling better, we are, of course, going to go ahead and goof off, play around, do things that we normally would have been doing had I not gotten sick. So, real quick, I'm going to step away for like 30 seconds. And with that 30 seconds, you guys can hang out with Freddy, but then I'll be right back. So, like yesterday, this is a little bit of a test run for my voice to see how it's doing, if it's coming along well. And I will, of course, be looking forward to some of our channel regulars coming back. Just unfortunate timing. But there's nothing you can do about that. You just kind of have to take it as it comes. Freddy, are you ready? You want to play, buddy? Do you want to play? Maybe. One more kiss? Good boy. So yeah, we're just getting everything moving. I do have to turn some water off as I am washing clothes. Whoops. And I maybe overfilled things a bit, but that's fine. So, first, we're just going to have... This is like kind of a test run for speaking long-term, non-stop again. I would understand completely if... somebody was like, well, you don't need to. However, got to have the engagement with everyone. I want to be able to say hello to everybody, because it's been like almost, like a week and a half before I was really able to talk. And Freddy's been waiting to play, so he's going ultra hardcore on this. Because we haven't been able to. And I've been here, it's just, I'm sick. And I normally love to. Thank you, Splat. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, Freddy's super cute boy. And I just, you know, I wasn't able at that moment. I just wanted to like hide in my bed under my covers. And he's been waiting. So I definitely owe it to Freddy to give him the time that he wants to to play, because he's needed it. It's no fun being a young, energetic cat and you're totally healthy and then, your human is sick. So. But I do thank you for that. Thank you very much, Splat. What are you doing, bud? You gonna let go? Oh, no. Maybe we see if you want to come up here. No. Right now, he's like, you're just going to play my way for right now. That's fine. You almost had a good catch, buddy. What happened? Why'd you mess that one up? Ooh, good swat. Good swat. But yeah. So thank you everyone for joining. And we're gonna hook Freddy up with some of his favorite food in just a minute. Like I said, unfortunately I wasn't doing well, so now we get to go ahead and make up for a little bit of lost time. You gonna let go, Freddy? You've got it. No, you don't. We're gonna make you run. Or you're gonna cut it off. And that was pretty good. Pretty good grab, Freddy. We're not gonna rate it yet. We're gonna see how. And so Freddy has it in his mouth, which means he's keeping it. That is the full-on Freddy grab right there. And that means I have to let the stick go, because he will carry the toy where he wants it. And right now that happens to be inside of my shorts. So fine, buddy. Do what you do. But he likes to take his toy for a walk after he catches it firmly in his mouth. And I don't try and pull on it at that point, because at that point he's like, I have a confirmed kill, Dad. It's mine. It's like a bird. Freddy doesn't get birds. When we go out, of course, we go ahead and we hook ourselves up to his harness. And from there, we do try to have fun. But at the same time, I can't let him off of it. There's just too much going on, too much construction. And Freddy is, of course, going to clean himself quite regularly. And that is the thing. Freddy and his junk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could probably ask a lot of young men what they would be doing. So, good jump, buddy. Good jump. You missed it, but good jump. So, I do want to give him a few more minutes to try to play and catch. But I know he has been waiting on wet cat food for a minute. And so I definitely want to get that to him. Because I feel bad. Like, I understand, when somebody's not feeling their best and they don't want to do everything that they normally do. Totally get it. I didn't. I know I didn't. Not that Freddy was ever starving or will ever starve. However, Freddy does want his cat food. Now, of course, that is a low level of food for the old Freddy. But we're going to take care of that real quick and hook Freddy up with his wet food. And he knows it, he smells it, he hears it. There's no hiding the sound of a can from Freddy. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah, I know it's right. Hey, Sakura, good to see you again. Welcome back. Sorry, I've been sick for a little bit, but I'm getting there. And since I am getting there much faster, I just have to try to get the food in the bowl without Freddy trying to take it off of my fingers. Freddy, say hi to Sakura. Or say, maybe in a minute, I gotta eat right now. But yeah, Freddy's gotta have his food. We know that's how it goes. Yeah, he is a cute boy. But, unfortunately, he was a little bit of a bored boy while I was sick. And so, yeah, no. He wasn't getting the same level of goofing off and playing around that we are so used to. But in between having to like go to work, whether I was feeling good or not. No, I mean I have an odd voice. But I talk for a living, basically. I've been in the restaurant business my whole life, and I am used to speaking to people all day long, and it made it a little bit more rough. Freddy's moving his bowl. I wonder where his bowl's going to end up, because he's going hard at the wet food right now. But, yeah, it's weird when you have to speak to people for a living. And, you never really hear your own voice up until you're on camera. Somebody said I sounded like an actor in a bar in Deadpool. And I thought that was funny. I really thought that was funny. Because I have a very lazy accent. Like, spell the words, no problem. Say them, yeah. I'm non-committal to my pronunciation. But no, that is the way I speak. There you go, buddy. I know he's been waiting on it, and once I get some more cat grass grown, of course that's going. Sorry about the finger. That's going right back into the diet. Because everyone knows I love putting wet food, dry food, and a little bit of cat grass. Make sure he gets everything out of it that he can. And so the bowl is slowly leaving the kitchen and making it on the way to Finn's helmet, but we're not quite there yet. He's using it as a backstop. He's a good boy. So I will be drinking a ridiculous amount of tea and honey throughout this. But that is the way it will be. So, well, I don't know where you're at, Sakura, but hopefully, I mean, living in Florida, I've only had to deal with a few wildfires. When I lived in Oregon, it was much different. While I was out there, there were times when, you're driving and everything is totally fine, and then you drive through an area and you're like, oh man, half of this is on fire. Claremont at the moment, but I have lived all over Florida. And I'm talking about from Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, Port, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce. Well, I mean, I might. Oh yeah, Tampa's like, not far. But yeah, um, it was more when I was living uh, further south in Florida that you would get like a fire off of 95 or anything else. Nope, I'm in Florida, but I have definitely lived by more than a couple wildfires, and they are not cool at all. Yeah, so you guys be careful out there in California because I mean, fire does its own thing. If the wind's right and wrong for you, then that's not good. That's just a crummy situation because it'll spread. Are you good for now, Freddy? Uh-oh. Are you gonna tear it up? You gonna tear up your scratch pad? No, not yet. We'll work on it, but not yet. Well, that's a different type of cooking. you know, teachers are they're trying to do what they're supposed to. And to make you think they got to cook you a little bit. But as far as the wildfires go and the ash goes, I mean, stay away from that stuff. It's no fun. No fun at all. You good, buddy? I see you have retreated to my shorts once again. That's fine. That's fine. So, I may sound a little. Nah, Freddy loves anything that I wear. That's why my shoes are all there. They were not taken off there. Freddy just happens to pile them right there, including taking them out of the basket. I can't remember where you're at in school, but I mean, hey, it's one of those things, man. They cook you a little bit. They really do. I remember when I was in AP Art and AP Chemistry, and I was like, oh man, why did I ask for this? I should not have asked for that. And it's like, well, you volunteered. So, learn my lesson there. Well, yeah, I mean, it's cake for a lot of people, but it's not cake for everybody. And it's not just the educational aspect, it's all the other fun things that come with it. Still a little bit of snuffles. Little bit of snuffles, but we'll get past. We'll get by that. Uh, hey, buddy. This is the I just ate cleanup period. And I think anyone who has a cat, and I believe more than a few of you do. Yeah, I remember. I was trying to do the same thing. I was like, look, I only need to do this much. And if I can get by, because I wasn't, you're an eighth, my friend, get ready. The next 4 years are going to be really different. But you've got a ways to go. Just get through this one. You'll be fine. Ooh. No, it's fun. Right? Are you doing a little after meal relaxing? Yeah. Mwah. So, Freddy wanted to give you guys a little after meal kiss. Good boy. But that means he can't play around for a little bit. He's got to digest. Freshman year. Freshman year is like, to me, I think the hardest, especially if you're going in with any advanced classes. Like, that's rough. Power through, have a good group of friends around you. And when I say good group of friends, I mean, like, people who are trying to do the same thing you do, and you'll make it through fine. But it's getting used to a lot more. And I'm not just talking about the schoolwork, but you're gonna have to get used to a lot more. Well, everybody wants to eat. Weed somebody else out. Tampa Bay. I haven't been to Tampa Bay in a minute. I want to go. Like, if the Detroit Lions were playing there this weekend, I might possibly sacrifice my credit score to go go to that game. I don't care if I was up in the nosebleed seats. It would just be me seeing the Lions. I'm originally from an island on the border of the U.S. and Canada, and I've lived in a number of places in the country, and it's fun to be able to like roam around and see a lot of other things, but your pathway, is that like a school thing where they call it a pathway, like your planned moves forward, kind of like chess, plan ahead? Because that one I haven't heard of. Oh, even at senior year, I was having trouble deciding, and then I wanted to go into material science, and over the course of time and things that happened, I was kind of moved astray. And those are different conversations for a very different kind of live stream or Q&A. And, we can have that later on, but we're not going to have it right now. Especially, I'm still feeling the scratch in my voice, but I always have a little bit of a rasp anyway. But biomed, that's great. That's good stuff. And there's a great future in it, especially when you are thinking about things like, okay, all the I'm sorry, my brain for just like 2 minutes right there. Yeah, well, when I'm totally healthy, that'll be fine. Well, show your cat Freddy, you know. But when you can get into something like, getting rid of uh, antibiotic resistance, find new antibiotics, not over prescribing antibiotics, which is a huge thing. There's a lot of things you can grow in your yard, and like, just eat them. No chemicals, no nothing. Just grow them in your yard, and they actually just help improve the immune system. Antibiotics are necessary, but it's not necessary to over prescribe them. And that's where we end up with like things like MRSA and everything else. It's everything evolves. And so I think we as a people, humankind, doesn't matter the country or anything else, we all need to work on that shit. Just take them when you actually need them. If not, I can show you how much bone broth that I've drank over the last week, which is ridiculous. Like 2 gallons of bone broth. Not even gonna lie, but in the end, I made some really killer French onion soup out of one box. That was super good. How you doing, Freddy? Well, you have a good one, Splat. Take care, my friend. Hopefully, we'll see you again later. Remember to get your work done. Make smart choices. Well, buddy. I love food. If I did not spend like so much time on my feet, because I usually get like anywhere from 3 to 5 miles walking a day, and then I don't know how much I talk, way too much. But it's one of those things that is completely necessary. So, you gotta pay the bills. I gotta provide me and Freddy a house up until Freddy can buy his own fancy feast treats. Well, I mean that's the job. Well, you get ready for bed. It's always good to see you, Sakura. Love having you back. And again, I apologize. But I just couldn't really do a live. I couldn't really speak and be understandable in any kind of way. I don't think. Because it was bad. I had to call out of work, and I never call out of work. I'd rather go in and then tell me, look, go home. You're sick. Like, just go home. But that is the old school way of doing things, and not everybody does it that way. And Freddy, before Sakura leaves, do you want a snack? Is it snack time? It can be snack time, Freddy. Oh yeah. Fancy feast treats for Freddy, because he's a fancy boy. He already knows. So he's gonna go up to a spot, and it looks like candy. There you go, buddy. It's not chocolate, though. It looks like chocolate. It definitely looks like chocolate. But, it is so easy to break them up. Like, there you go. But, cat chocolate. Yes. Cat chocolate made out of salmon. But Freddy trusts me, so he will eat out of my hand. But, alright. And he's not doing a good job with it right now. Are you gonna get it? Yeah, buddy. That's my boy. But I did break off one. Usually I give him 4, like, total. I don't want to give him too many. Uh-oh. But I dropped some. That could have been bad. I did accidentally leave one of these packs out. Only happened one time. But when I came back, it looked like this box had been in an explosion, and there were no treats left inside. Freddy. Good boy. It's hard to train a cat, but a little bit at a time, and they understand. Good boy. Now he's just licking his chops. That's alright, buddy. Oh, yeah, no. Freddy will rob everything. The last thing he robbed was the chicken quarter that I cooked yesterday. So I had it out on the counter, and Freddy was like, "Oh, chicken. This must be for me." Yep. And he ate plenty of it. And he gave me that little honest look. I didn't do anything, Dad. Everything. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. But I ate your chicken. Good boy. Well, Freddy's cat food is in this big bag. The reason why that big bag is inside of the counter is because Freddy will ignore his bowl and go straight for the bag. Completely. He'll be like, "Nope, that's what I want, and I know where you hide my bag of food. Doesn't matter that you have this big container or my bowl, which is never empty. Ever." However, Freddy wants to eat it straight out of the bag. And that creates problems. I don't know if it's that or the fact that he's like, "That's like 3 times as big as me." And I'm like, "Freddy, you weigh 23 pounds right now. Boy, don't you play with me." But that's what he does. This is my little, orange cannonball. But that's what we do. We like to have a little bit of fun. So we'll probably play around a little bit. Like I said, it's still raining outside. We have had thunderstorms every day for about the last 3 weeks here in Florida, which is good. We're in a bit of a drought, so it's good that we're having that, but it makes it a lot less fun to take Freddy outside because Freddy does not like to being hit by big water drops. Water drops and Freddy, not not fun. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, that's like that teasing a little bit of rain. We get that on occasion, and it's just because it tends to go over us so quick. But then we have full on. Yeah, here, but I'm holding a camera, holding his harness and his leash, and then trying to hold an umbrella, which I feel like, if I had one more hand, that might work out. But until that point, and I don't have that one more hand, we just got to deal with it as it is. Look at you, buddy. Yep, chin rubs, chin rubs. Yeah, one more hand and I'd be good. But up until that point, or eventually being able to. All right, now an umbrella hat is a possibility. I was trying to do a video where I showed everybody how I pan for gold and keep Freddy from trying to eat the gold all at the same time. It's very fun. But I tried to like strap my camera to my head because I've just not gotten any of the equipment necessary. And I will. I will. But it's going to be a slow upgrade period, piece at a time. So, I mean, it happens. But, yeah, it was a thought. It was a thought. Now, when I was actually trying to film the gold painting, I dropped the phone repeatedly in the sand and gold laden water. And that sucked. That totally sucked. Because I had to like clean everything out. Floof. Are you gonna unleash the floof? Look at it. It's so deep. Floof check. Freddy, are you floofy? No, not your junk. We're not trying to look at your junk. Jesus, Freddy. One day, boy, when you hit 18 years old, we'll get you an OnlyFans. But until then, you're going to have to wait another 13 years for that. Yeah, good boy. He's got his little motor humming. Excellent. Hey, hey, that's on him, not on me. At 18, he can make his own decisions. I mean, granted, he'll be 126 in cat years at that point, and I feel that might be considered a late bloomer. But that's okay. Well, buddy, it's also been a minute since we have decided to dose your scratch pad. He knows exactly what's in my hand. He's crafty. He's a crafty boy. What are you looking at, buddy? Well, you head to bed and keep doing well. I'm sure you're doing great. And thank you for coming by tonight. It's always good to see you guys. For now, I'm going to see what kind of trouble I can cause with Freddy, Catnip, and his scratch pad. Because I like to give him a little break after he eats. Freddy. Uh-oh. I just gave him the catnip, too. Dear Lord. Are you going to say goodbye? Mwah. Freddy says good night, and you have a good one. And I'll see you later. And I'll have some clips up, of course. Some highlights, and you can always check those out. So, have a good one. And keep doing good. Make smart choices. Bye-bye. Well, Freddy, one of your fans stopped by tonight. That's good. I'm sure we'll hear from the rest later. But we are gonna stay awake. I think we'll end this at about an hour, so about 15-ish minutes from now. But I just wanted everyone to know how much I appreciate them joining us and coming back. Like I said, it's been a long week. Getting sick, losing my voice, not being able to talk. It's just good to have everybody be able to come and hang out again, because that is what we have to do. We are on our road to 1,000 subs, and we are trying hard to get our 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours. And it has taken some doing, mostly because I predominantly just posted little shorts of everything, and that was fine. And then I saw that, potentially there's a shot of doing more. So I haven't taken you guys out to the garden tonight. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with the outside this evening. I'm just getting over being sick. After that, then we'll continue going out for walks with Freddy and everything else. because everybody seems to be interested in when Freddy is wearing his harness and being able to come out and enjoy the outside, the great outside, as Tirzu might say. And if you have never watched that channel, Tirzu is fucking awesome. They're great. They're humorous, engaging, and a lot of fun. And so I do love them. They're one of my favorites right there. Zay Frank, another one of my favorites with the true facts. The Sad Cat Diary, so many other great things. And so we'll keep going. We'll do our best to get ourselves there. And sorry, I had my honey tea. I need that. Right now I need it. Because I'm trying to like preserve my voice. I don't want to lose it again. Which you know, kind of defeats the purpose in a job in which you must talk to people. So, everyone who is new here or maybe coming back, thank you for coming. I really do appreciate you. And you can always jump in on the convo. We love having talks with our channel members, and it's pretty cool to see as time has gone on, everything that happens. So we'll do our best to get there and be able to talk to everyone. Freddy's just enjoying a little post-meal catnip relaxation session. So we're going to let him do that. You a good boy, Freddy? I know you are. Feeling a little more upbeat? A little catnipped? Completely catnipped. Yep. Sneeze and nip. Good boy, Freddy. So, in case I do miss people, are you trying to dig underneath your scratch pad? Or are you going to flip it over again? The other side, he is kind of like started to wear out. But that's his favorite side. Isn't it? Alright, buddy. I'm going to put you down with the people for a moment, sir. And yes, one day, maybe I'll be able to get him to sleep in it. We've gotten him in there a few times. Lisa, Jessica, Brown Sugar, we all, brainstormed separately but together to get him in there. We got him in. But the Finn's helmet is that was a loss. Oh, look at your little... So, this is Freddy's colic. And it will never, ever go away. When I put his flea meds on 2 days ago, that's where I put him. I put him right on there. Because that works the best. So, Freddy's got his permanent marker. Yeah, he's chipped and all that, but how could you ever not recognize your cat when he's got that super colic on on the back? And it my thumb fits right in it. And sorry about blurring everybody for a second, but My thumb fits right in his colic. And so, aside from him being tagged, that right there will always let me know. Because I could call up anywhere if he did get lost. And Freddy's gotten out more than a couple times at night in the middle of a storm, and then I'm like, damn, what do I do? And I end up wandering around for hours, not finding him up until I come home and end up falling asleep out of exhaustion. And when I do, I hear a meow from the window because he's like, Dad, food. And I'm like, oh, but you're outside. Why are you outside? Because you were a bad boy. But he's never really a bad boy. Let's be honest. Yeah, buddy, I'm talking about you. You know it. So, please leave a like. Please sub. And maybe go ahead and look at some of our other videos. I do try and clip these videos and give everybody a segment when we're not doing a ton. But like I said, tonight was more of a test video to where I could see how long I could talk without really losing my voice again. Because I don't want to lose my voice again. That would totally suck. Yeah, especially I have another day off tomorrow. I'll probably go live again tomorrow. And it'll be more towards midday Eastern time, probably around 3 p.m. And that just spreads up the watch time for everybody because unfortunately, you know, there is more than one time zone. I don't believe in a flat earth. I've been across way too much of it to believe something like that. But we'll probably have a little video then. And so I do hope that we get to see some of you back again to join us. Hopefully we'll get to see some of our other channel regulars here and have a good time, have a good chat. And overall, I just hope everybody is well, everybody makes smart choices, and that I can eventually meet the goals that I was really hoping to when I started this out. So, for that, I am going to wish everybody a good night. And, Freddy, you want to give people kisses goodbye? Do you? Maybe. We'll see. Kisses goodbye from Freddy are always a beautiful thing. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I can run into some more of our commenting regulars, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I still have my voice. Like I said, this is more of a test run from my usual video where I ended up talking way too much, but after getting over being ill, I just want to test it out and make sure everything works. I still sound a little bit raspy, and well, that's never going to be fully going away. So, alright, buddy. We're going to sign off for now, and thank you very much for joining us. You have a great night, make smart choices, and we'll hear from you soon.